9th year in a row, co-promoters Peter Biondo and Kyle Seipel created bracket racing magic in Thunder Valley. The second ever Sparco Fall Fling, presented by Optima batteries, featured a who's who of bracket racers from across the country. Bristol Dragway saw racers begin the event with a test and tune session on Tuesday before the American Race Cars Race Tech Shootout. In this popular Fling staple, drivers compete for their choice of dragster. In the quarterfinals, Tim Markaglu made it past Josh McDaniel, Corey Galletti defeated Tanner Miller, Bug McCarty went red to advance Thomas Bell, and John LaBouche Jr. sped past Jeff Taylor. In the semis, the first pair was Galletti and LaBouche.
LaBouche and Galletti stage up. Promises to be a good one. About 12 leaving last. LaBouche is 6, Galletti's 12, but Galletti goes dead on the number. He's 0-12 dead on with the 7, LaBouche.
Then it was Bell and Markaglu.
Timmy with the reaction time advantage, but breaks out. So 2 runs in a row, reaction time advantage breaks out.
For the final and their choice of a new dragster, it came down to Galletti and Bell.
Corey Galletti, right lane, sticks it on a 470. He's been 470 on a 470 last few rounds. Thomas Bell was 449 on a 448 last round. He dials it up to a 449. Both of these drivers will walk away with the dragster. The winner will get their pick of an American or Race Tech. A little fun fact, I talked to Corey's father earlier today. They actually brought the American here. They were nice enough to deliver it here to Bristol, and he said, "Where do you want it?" I said, "Well, as good as your son has been driving, you might want to leave it right in your pit, because the way he's been going, he'll probably end up with it tonight." So he's in the final. He's got a shot. Thomas Bell is in his way. 449, 470, pre-stage bulbs are on. We'll see who brings it here in the final. The first final of the weekend of the 2018 Fall Fling. Well, Galletti's got some work to do. Thomas Bell is 006, Galletti is 020, and how about Thomas Bell is 006, takes 004 down about 2 or 3 miles an hour, and that's earning a final round win light right there.
Yukon Gear and Axle once again was the sponsor for Wednesday's $15,000 to win event. In the quarterfinal round, Joe Barish dispatched Jeff Sierra, Tony Pruitt redlit to advance Chris Cadle, Bob McDonough sent Paul Campanella back to the trailer, and Rocky Pintavalli beat Ian Woods. In the first semifinal, it was Pintavalli and McDonough.
We know that they were down there having a couple of decisions, having a couple of conversations, and if they chose to chop it up, well, that's on them. But we do know this, that just for appearing here in the semifinal, it's worth $1,000 is what's posted on the flyer. So Bob McDonough, Pennsylvania, 494, dial in left side. Rocky Pintavalli is going to get the head start with a 590, and a door car is going to the final. Rocky Pintavalli, 15 green and dead on 5 for a 20 pack.
In the second semi, it was Cadle and Barish.
Again, the only thing standing between these drivers right now, 2 win lights, and Joe Barish dropped it red as well. So both semifinal rounds end with a red light.
For the $15,000 on Yukon Gear and Axle Wednesday, it was Pintavalli and Cadle.
And a 590 showing up on the scoreboard for Rocky Pintavalli, coming in out of Virginia. With Rocky, who's done well for himself at the foot brake races throughout the world, but now jumping in here, and it's going to be the dragster that lights up the bulb first on that left side of the racetrack. So Cadle on the left side, Pintavalli on the right. Kentucky or Virginia, one of them's claiming the first strike here at the Fall Fling 2018. Away goes Rocky Pintavalli, and Rocky Pintavalli is in total control of this one. Listen to this. Rocky Pintavalli, 006, dead on 0, puts up a 6,000th package.
RacePack was the sponsor of a $20,000 bounty on Thursday. The Hoosier Door Car Shootout featured a $10,000 prize for a select few. In that final, run later that day, it was Tracy Guffey and Garrett Griffith squaring off.
Half of the folks standing down here on the return road from the property, keeping an eye on what's about to happen for 10 grand. Pre-stage bulbs are lit. Garrett Griffith bumping it into position on that right side of the racetrack. Set, tree drops, go. 8 fouls separate them in reaction time. Finish line says Tracy Guffey just won himself 10 grand.
In the quarterfinals for Race Pack Thursday, Jeff Burns defeated Turtle Brannon, Jamie Halston redlit to advance Brandon Jarrell, and Jeff Serra advanced on a bye. In the semis, Burns had the bye while Jarrell and Serra squared off.
Brandon Jarrell is in all kinds of trouble. Serra with a 3-pack. 001, dead on with a 2. Jeff Serra kicks the door down.
In the finals, Burns and Serra lined up for the $20,000.
Head start. Burns is in and set. Jeff Serra locks it in. Tree drops, we are gone. Advantage on the tree goes to Jeff Burns, and the wind light's going to fall on the Fitzgerald side of the racetrack as well. Jeff Burns, 13 thousandths on the bulb, 440 on a 438, gets there, takes 26 thou at the stripe. Jeff Serra was 25 on the tree and 4 above the dial.
As usual, the big money day at the Sparco Fall Fling presented by Optima Batteries was Friday, as ATI Performance sponsored the $50,000 payday. Right after the Fall Fling Reaction Time Challenge, promoters Biondo and Seipel unveiled plans for their once-in-a-lifetime Fall Fling 500K. 2019's running of the Fall Fling will mark the 10th anniversary for the duo, and the $500,000 to win event is their way of saying thank you to the racers that have supported them over the years. In the quarterfinals for the $50,000, Wednesday winner Rocky Pintavalli had the bye. Wes Siegel beat Gary Williams, and Shane Carr outlasted John Brown. Siegel took the bye while Pintavalli and Carr lined up.
Shane Carr dialed in at 456. The Delaware-based racer on the left side. Rocky Pintavalli, in just his second appearance at a Fling event, dialed in at 591. Head start will go to Rocky. Sugar Shane going to try to chase him down. Away goes Rocky. Here comes Shane. Finish line says Rocky Pintavalli is going to the finals a second night for a second time here this year.
For the $50,000 and the bragging rights, Pintavalli and Siegel rolled up to the line.
He's got one more to win. Wes Siegel is the dragster on the other side. Flemington, New Jersey, home base for Wes. And evil Wes Siegel has done a spectacular job on both ends of the racetrack. Wes Siegel left side, dialed in 483. Rocky Pintavalli out of Amelia, Virginia, dialed in at 589. Comes down to one more pair on Friday. We'll see if Rocky can do it again, or if Wes Siegel is going to pick up one for the team out of New Jersey, and a big one it would be at $50,000. Pre-stage bulbs are lit. Pintavalli rolls in. Siegel's there. Tree begins to drop. And off we go. Advantage on the tree by 9 thousandths of a second goes to Rocky Pintavalli, and he is going to pick up a second one on the week. Rocky Pintavalli, 13 thou on the reaction time, dead on 9 down the racetrack. Dialed in 589, was 13 green, and runs 89.9, taking an 18 thou stripe. Wes Siegel, 22 thou on the reaction time. and goes 484 on a 483. Rocky Pinavale is the epitome of all I do is win.
Saturday dawned bright and early as Jeg sponsored the day's racing action. In the quarterfinals for the $20,000 payday, Tommy Plott lost to Leon Robertson, Jeremy York got past Corey Manuel, and Jeff Serra had the bye. In the semis, Robertson and Serra faced off, with York taking a bye.
Here we go, semifinals. Leon Robertson in the left lane out of Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Down there about Nashville. Going down 611 in the Monza. Right lane is Jeff Serra, driving Witherose Camaro out of Summer Duck, Virginia, going down 540. Slightly better than 7/10 head start going to Neon in the left lane. Uh-oh, 13 thou separate them. Leon out in front, and Leon wins the double breakout race.
In the last final of the weekend, Robertson and York rolled to the line.
So your final pairing and your final run is Leon Robertson in the left lane out of Goodlettsville, Tennessee, going to dial 610 in the Monza. Right lane is Muncie, Indiana's Jeremy York. 2015 Diamond chassis. Dial 484. 1.26 seconds head start. Basically 2.5 bulbs on the tree. Will be the head start for Leon. And York will attempt to run him down. It's no secret at this point. Leon went 608. York went 484 in the last run. Leon leaves his 7th out red, and Jeremy York gets redemption on Bristol Dragway and collects a final round payday in Jeg's Saturday.
With the final win line on Jeg's Saturday, the 9th edition of the Sparco Fall Fling presented by Optima Batteries officially closed. The average car count over the 4 days was 375 entries, and Peter and Kyle paid out over $250,000 in prize money, while generous event partners awarded over $50,000 in prizes, and Fling racers went home with memories to last a lifetime. 2019 figures to be a huge year for the Fling brand of events. The Spring Fling Million in Las Vegas kicks things off with a guaranteed $250,000 to win event on Friday. The 3rd annual Spring Fling Galot will be back and better than ever, and it all culminates 1 year from now as the 2019 Fall Fling 500K will make a legend of one racer in Thunder Valley. On behalf of Peter and Kyle and the entire Spring Fling staff, along with the officials at the Bristol Dragway, they wish to thank you for your attendance this year at the Sparco Fall Fling presented by Optima Batteries, and we look forward to seeing you next year.